Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Welcome to Orioles on the Verge. I am not used to saying that because I do another podcast, but I've been graciously invited by our hosts. We're here with Zach Spedden and Bob Fellon of Orioles on the Verge, the ones you know and love. We are also joined by Paul Mancano and Connor Newcombe, respectively, of the Baltimore Banner and Locked On Orioles. And you know their faces, you know their voices, you know their writings, you know everything about them. And tonight we're going to make a little bit of a fool of them. We're going to play some Orioles Jeopardy, recapping in super obscure ways the 2025 season that was such a disappointment. Gentlemen, you have in front of you the categories. The categories are One Team, One Nightmare, Celebrate Good and Bad Times. Come on. Let's Get Nasty. That is a pitching section, to be very clear, so nobody gets anything in their head. I like big bats, and I cannot lie. And just some fresh faces. They're not so fresh that they're prospects, because I felt that would give one of the three podcasts here an unfair advantage. That said, fresh to the Orioles. And yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited for this. So I think the way we're going to do this, I think we have to defer to our hosts and allow them to pick the first question. I will go ahead. We've got I was about to say fancy, but not fancy, little online buzzer setup where I can watch who buzzes in first. And I will just go unless, I don't know. Do you hosts actually want to say anything? This is your podcast.
Hey, I'm Eli from the Warehouse Podcast. Get it wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify. Thank you for doing this. Yeah, I was going to let, the hosts take over. You are the Jeopardy host. Maybe next year you can participate. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, thanks guys for doing this. It was a silly idea. I stole this idea from, I think I saw DVR from Rates and Barrels was on a Brewers Jeopardy. Thought it looked fun. Thought, why not invite some of the best and brightest in Orioles podcasting to compete against us. So thank you, Connor and Paul, for doing this as well.
Happy to join. I'm
excited
to get embarrassed.
I'd just like to say that when Eli said that this was recapping the 2025 season in an obscure way, that could be the tagline for Locked On Orioles. So I feel like I'm in a good spot right now.
Beautiful. Well, I think you're all pretty well prepared, as well as anyone on earth, frankly. I will say I very quickly want to thank Garrett from the Orioles OTV patron Discord for helping me kind of vet some of these questions and proposing a couple more. And Mr. Ben Dewhurst did come along and actually provided the basis for the final Jeopardy question. So he's O's stats on Twitter. You gotta go to him for some of the base level niche stuff. All right. I don't know, Bob, would you like to pick our first category?
Let's get nasty for 100.
Let's get nasty for 100. Validating a trade that was previously viewed as a misstep by the Orioles, this pitcher broke out and led all Orioles pitchers in F4 this past season. Man, that's unfortunate. Connor was definitely last. I need to figure out my screen a tiny bit. I think Bob was first. But I will need to,
I've got Bob first here too.
Okay, yeah, mine says me first. I didn't want to say it.
Oh, this is hilarious. I didn't even realize that 1, 2, 3 was actually the order that you buzzed in. So that's perfect. Okay. So Bob, answer the question, please.
In the form of a question, who is Trevor Rogers?
That is obviously correct. 100 points to the Orioles on the Verge team. I'm actually realizing I don't have our points set up. I'm really killing this, guys. This is
learning experience.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Of course.
Sure.
Because in the real Jeopardy, you can't buzz until the question or the answer is finished, which is what I did to play the integrity of the game.
That's fair.
I heard Bob hit spacebar, and I thought, I'm just going for it.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't watched, just like Eli, I haven't watched Jeopardy in a while, but I did not realize that was a rule. So my bad, but we're all learning.
Yeah. So I will give.
We'll let that slide.
Yeah, I'll give that one just in deference to them bringing us all here, and we'll move on from there.
Home field advantage. ABS is not installed.
I'm turning to the press box and I'm drawing a big P because this game is now under protest.
All right, Bob, you've got the next one.
I'm going to pass it to Zach.
Oh, Zach, I'm sorry.
Fresh faces for 100.
Due to a smattering of catcher injuries, this pitcher was forced to hit for himself, the only Oriole pitcher to do so this year. Connor, you got it.
Who is also Trevor Rogers?
Damn it.
Yeah, ironically, you guys got the two Trevor Rogers questions right off the bat. So that is correct. 100 points to Locked On. Well done.
You know what I'm guessing, no matter what the next question is?
You've got the next category.
Well, you said Garrett was doing a lot of these questions, so I'm guessing like at least 7 answers are Enrique Bradfield Jr. slander. Let's go with one team, one nightmare for 400.
400. He's taken bold shots, folks. On April 29th, the New York Yankees beat the O's by a score of 15-3. Orioles starter Kyle Gibson gave up extra base hits to 6 of the first 7 Yankee hitters, including this many consecutive home runs to begin the game. Connor, you got it again.
What is 3? And also 4 of the first 5 hitters.
That's correct. Yeah, this was a nightmare scenario. It went home run, home run, home run, ground out, home run, double, double, and then we got a couple more outs. So 400 to Connor. Oh, wow. This app actually does the math for me. I only had to hit the plus sign once to add 400 there. That's nice. Connor, you're up.
Let's do celebrate good and bad times. Come on for 500.
He's feeling bold, folks. You got to slow him down. Okay. On September 21st, this former Oriole, who was over 50% above average by WRC Plus in 2003 and 2004, served as the guest splasher in the bird bath. Zach.
Who is Melvin Mora?
Melvin Mora is correct.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
There are exactly 2 questions on here that reference a player from past years, and that was, I think, the harder of them. Actually, no, the other one might be. We'll see. Zach or Bob?
Let's do fresh faces for 200.
Jeff Fiorentino was the first Oriole to hit his first MLB home run in his first plate appearance at Camden Yards. This player became the second on August 21st. Paul.
Dylan Beaver. Who is Dylan Beavers?
Who is Dylan Beavers? That is correct. You're good.
He caught himself.
I am just realizing I'm genuinely awful at this hosting thing.
You're doing
Zach
great.
Got the last one. Okay, let me see how I can. Apologies to the folks keeping along at home.
I think it's correct now. You're good.
Well, Paul's got a
right?
200.1.
Yeah.
So
Connor's trying to take points away from me. Not a surprise.
yeah, seriously. I think you're at 200. That was the first one
There
we
we
got,
go.
right, Paul? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with it. Thank you all for your patience. Paul,
Back from
next category.
commercial.
I'm gonna do Let's Get Nasty for 400.
400. By Fangraphs Stuff Plus metric, this pitcher had the 2 breast-breaking balls on the 2025 Orioles.
Whew.
We do lose points for getting it wrong, correct?
Yes.
I can't go into negative, Connor. You got to take this one.
Zach, you don't know it, Zach?
Is there no timer on us?
Yep, exactly. The answer is Mr. Cade Stroud.
Wow.
Wouldn't have guessed it.
Not at all.
His slider, I think, was 133, and his curveball was 135.
I had Bradish and Grant Wolfram in my head.
Right.
So good.
I would have
thing
had Bradish too. Okay. So Paul guessed
Back
that
to
one.
Paul.
So you're back to you. Yep.
Sweet. I will do. I like big bats, and I cannot lie for 300.
300. In this player's last 5 games as an Oriole this season, he racked up 8 hits, 5 extra base hits, 7 RBIs, and 4 runs. Bob.
Who is Kobe Mayo?
No. The answer is Cedric Mullins. Tried to allude to
Ah.
the torrid last week he had. I said last 5 games as an Oriole. That should have been
that's
a hint.
fair. That's fair.
My mind went to September.
That was well written. That question.
I was.
Can I do another follow up on the rules of Jeopardy?
Sure.
When someone gets one wrong, can the other hosts, like in Jeopardy, have a chance to then steal it before the answer is
Oh.
given?
Yeah, I definitely should have done that.
Hey, we're
Would
all
you have
learning
guessed
here.
Cedric Mullins?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Connor. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't know.
Because
if you-
Kobe Mayo was a good guess, and that's where I was thinking. But as soon as it was no, I was like, okay, it's nobody, because nobody was playing well at the end of the season.
Right.
Daniel Rivera?
Okay. Paul, you got another one.
All right. One team, one nightmare for 200.
After putting up almost 4 WAR in 153 games last year, hitting almost 19% above league average by WRC plus, this player was 17% below league average as a hitter and got into only 92 games this season, totaling just 0.6 FWAR. Paul.
Who is Colton Cowser?
That is correct. Few hundred points to the banner, and you get to pick the category again.
Celebrate good times and bad for 400.
Wow. You guys are knocking out all the hard ones first. The Orioles passed their bad 2025 juju onto some bird brethren by introducing this home run prop in early September. Paul, you got it.
Who are the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah. The helmet. You got it. Yeah.
What is the helmet?
Obviously.
Sorry, the prop. Yeah.
No, we understood. Yeah, this was a disappointing season for all, and I think the Orioles kind of passed the torch right there.
Shout out to Garrett, whose Steelers performed marvelously last night.
He earned that. Okay, Paul, back to you.
One team, one nightmare for 500.
For the first time since 2001, the Orioles did not have a hitter reach the 20 home run threshold. Name one of the 2 hitters who led those 2001 Orioles with 15 home runs each. Zach.
Who is Jay Gibbons?
Wow. Nailed it.
Chris
Very,
Richard. Oh
very
my
impressive.
God.
Yeah, no, I looked this question up and I was like, what was the previous total or the last time we were this low? And Chris Richard was not a name I could have, even if you had said the name Chris Richard, I could not have dug back to when I was 6 years old and really remembered that. But as soon as I read it, I was like, oh my God.
Trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. Yep, I remember.
You got more than me. Okay.
Pays to be old.
So Zach transfers power to Bob, power of attorney.
Right. Let's get nasty for 500.
All right. Of Orioles pitchers who threw 5+ innings, note that total, this pitcher had the highest K percentage in 2025.
Really trying to get us with the 5+ innings.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. I'm going to call it. It's actually Kyle Bradish. Racked up 37% K rate, just wildly impressive despite throwing, 10 times over this threshold. But, beat out people who had thrown like 4 innings and struck out 3 guys. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was a trick question. Bradish was at the top of my head, but
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
sorry.
like Jose
Emmanuel
Castillo.
Rivera.
Right. Okay. Bob, go ahead again. Zach.
Let's go with one team, one nightmare for 300.
On April 20th, the Orioles lost a game by a score of 24-2 to this team. Connor.
Who are the Cincinnati Reds?
That is correct.
That's right.
That one hurt.
That was the Austin Wins game, right?
That was
Yeah.
Austin.
Jorge Mateo pitched and somebody else pitched, I think. 2 position players,
I do
maybe?
think
I know
that's right.
Morton started that game.
Well, Started a lot of bad
surprise.
games.
Too many
The guy
games.
that recaps every game got that one right.
The sicko.
Yeah, right. Connor, you're up.
All right. Let's go with I like big bats and I cannot lie for 4.
For 4. Although he didn't have enough playing time to qualify, this player's 19% walk rate would have bested Juan Soto's 17.8 for best in MLB this year. Note that this player also led the O's in Seager, a metric valuing selective aggression. Looks like Connor.
Who is Dylan Beavers?
Zach, were you up that question? Was this Zach or Bob that time? Okay, I thought it was Bob, but Zach just didn't clear from last time. Dylan Beavers is correct. Okay, just making sure I'm recording points. And Connor, back to you.
Let's go fresh faces for 5.
Fresh faces for 5. That sounds nice on the tongue, doesn't it? An August 8th emergency signing. This player provided an impressive minus 100 WRC plus, not obtaining a hit or walk in 14 plate appearances. He was caught stealing once. He played his last game on August 15th, and he did score a run. Connor again.
Who is Greg Allen?
Greg Allen is correct. He is a sicko, guys.
I was thinking Jacob Stallings.
I should be locked up for that one, and yet here we are.
Yeah.
I will say I just watched the highlights of the Brandon Young game, and there's a play in the 8th where Greg Allen and Daniel Johnson run into each other, and Johnson catches the ball. And I literally watched that yesterday, and so that's why he was kind of on my mind. Let's go for the final 500.
Okay. I like big bats, and I cannot lie. You have to say the category.
I like big bats, and I cannot lie.
Right, I think it's infantilizing. So this player had the hardest hit ball in the Orioles in 2025, a single at a whopping 116.7 miles an hour. Connor again.
Who is Ryan Mountcastle?
Oh, man, he's on fire.
What?
Ryan Mountcastle. 116.7 miles an hour.
I believe
How and
he had
why?
2 balls at 116.7, and they were both in the first series of the year.
Yeah, this one was against the Blue Jays for sure. I think the other one was, I was looking back at it, and I think it was like, 0.2 or 0.3 lower or something like that. But
You hear that?
If they keep Mountcastle, they just need to only use him in the 13 games they play Toronto.
absolutely.
I was going to say, I hope the 29 other teams in the league were paying attention to the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know they're watching.
Listen in and come give us a reliever or something. That'd be nice.
Paul DePodesta, I know you're watching.
Okay, Connor, back to you.
Fresh faces for 4.
Fresh faces for 4. That also sounds good. 4 and 5. This player, whose MLB debut was in 2019, but has never appeared in 60 games in a season, had his first season as an above league average hitter this year. Fangraphs tabbed him for a 111 WRC plus. Zach.
Who is Alex Jackson?
Alex Jackson is absolutely correct. I with deference to the OTV top 50 member, Peyton Eales, I was a little bit sad to see Jackson go. The bat speed was legit. He made a lot of good contact and played a good D. So
Where's the Peyton Eales hive? Let me see the Peyton Eales hive in the comments.
yeah, right.
Where did Peyton Eales rank for you? For
48, I want to say.
Paul, you're going to have to subscribe for that.
can't you be giving out that information?
Patreon.com/OneTheVersion.
I think 48 was right, but he's a high floor. I think he's interesting. And
He's an interesting player, yeah.
at the absolute worst, we've got the new Jorge Mateo. So, I'm not too mad at it.
Buddy.
Let's finish off the category with fresh faces.
Fresh faces. Brandon Young took I'm sorry. What? Something happened there. Brandon Young took a perfect game into the 8th inning in August. I'm sorry. Perfect game into the 8th inning of an August game against the Houston Astros. This question, I don't know what happened. Who broke up the perfect game? Bob.
The Seager King, Ramon Arias.
That
Who
is
is
correct.
the Seager King, Ramon Arias?
A couple more points for OTV. And Zach, you got the next question.
Celebrate good and bad times come on for 300.
The Orioles debuted a new Homer hat this season, provided by Gunnar Henderson and inspired by this movie franchise. Paul.
What is Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And his little hat tip to the bullpen in center. Okay. Paul,
Jack
give us our
Sparrow.
next question.
Connor with a what's the
Lonely Island
right?
reference.
Yeah, right.
yeah, Lonely Island. There it is. Let's get nasty for 300.
Right. This reliever, who last threw for the O's on July 8th, had the highest pitching plus rating of any 2025 Oriole. Connor.
Who is Brian Baker?
Absolutely, it's Brian Baker.
Nice.
Baker went off this year.
Yeah, the date thing keyed me into that way more
Right.
than the stat part of it.
That's what made this a 300-point question, not
Yeah.
a 500. But yeah, I don't know. Well done.
That was a pre-deadline trade.
Yeah.
Paul
Brought Shane
texted me
Boston.
right after that trade. It was like, could you go live with me on this? And I was like, Paul, I'm at work. Let's see. Celebrate good and bad times. Come on for 200.
200. This player was the Orioles' only All-Star in 2025. Zach, I think you're muted again.
Long dramatic pause this year. Can you see the effect I'm going for? Who is Ryan O'Hearn?
Ryan O'Hearn is correct. The Rhino did a great job. We appreciate his services. And yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's finish off. Let's get nasty.
Let's get nasty. 200. Despite throwing 157 innings for the 2025 Orioles, this pitcher barely produced above replacement level, accruing just 0.1 FWAR. Connor.
Who is Tomoyuki Sugano?
Tomoyuki Sugano is correct. We thank Tomo for his services, but don't ever need to see him in an O's uniform again.
We thank him for his mid. He was perfectly mid.
Yeah. We needed mid to get through this year. Mid.
We
was
needed
upside
more. We
this
needed more
year.
mid than we had, if we're being honest. All right. Well, I like big bats, and I cannot lie for 200.
All right. Despite the Orioles trading him away at the deadline, this player was the 2025 O's best offensive performer by WRC+. Paul.
Who is Ramon Laureano?
Ramon Laureano is correct. I guess I didn't reveal the answer dramatically. I should have done that, but okay. Pick the next category, please.
One team, one nightmare for 100.
For 100. Despite appearing in only 4 games this season, this pitcher accrued an impressive negative 0.6 FWAR, giving up a whopping 23 runs, all earned. Bob.
It was Kyle Gibson.
Kyle Gibson is correct. OTV grabs another 100 points, and Zach is up for the next question.
I like big bats, and I cannot lie for 100.
Setting a career high for any professional season, this player tied for the Orioles season lead with 17 home runs. Bob, okay, you weren't in this question, right?
No, I don't think it reset.
Okay. Man, that's unfortunate. So there are 2 Connors now.
A second
a-
Connor.
Okay, there's a Connor disconnected and Connor. Okay, so then I think it's Paul.
Connor disembodied.
That feels
Who is Jackson Holiday?
Yeah, I'm sorry that was such a mess to get to you, but Jackson Holiday is correct. Yeah, the power is coming along. We saw him drawing a lot of walks in September, cautiously optimistic. And Paul, you don't have a choice this time. You've got celebrate good and bad times. Come on for 100. On April 16th, back to Jackson Holiday. Jackson Holiday hit the O's first Grand Slam of the year, marking the first time that 4 players simultaneously visited this celebration prop in 2025. Bob.
What is the Homer station is what
Dong bong.
I gave all acceptable answers. Yeah, absolutely correct. And at the end of our normal questions, Sarah, please calm down. I see that comment. At the end of our normal questions, I will admit that daily doubles were not an option in this online Jeopardy format that I found. So we're just going to go straight to Final Jeopardy. And I will happily give you guys the opportunity to bet whatever points you have available to you. And then we will see. Yeah, I think probably just
I'll message you.
Yeah, message me with what you would like to do. Can we do a little? Can you message just me on StreamYard?
Yes, you should be able to get into the that's right, because we'd all see the studio chat.
Yeah, right.
How about
Okay,
Paul can do the private chat. We won't look seriously, and me and Connor can message you on Discord.
I was going to say, you guys can write it down. If you're cool with the honor system, I'm cool with the honor system.
I'm not.
We can write it down and hold it up. Does anybody like paper?
Yeah, I got it available.
Okay. Connor, you got paper?
Do
you have your phone?
Yeah, I'll write it on the notes app, and then I'll.
Perfect. I love that. This is an adventure.
Should I put it at the end of my grocery list?
Yeah, it's great. Connor, I will tell you there is a comment for you coming in live that somebody says, please bet enough to create a chaos option. So just, make sure.
Yeah, no math, please.
Bet it all, Connor.
I've already done the math.
Connor is from Locked On Orioles.
Yeah, that's me.
He is. He's pretty good. You should check out his podcast.
That's me. People forgot who I was because we're down to 3 days a week in the off season. If I'm not in your podcast app every day, my object permanence just floats
you
away.
fade into oblivion. Yeah. All right. Everyone have the totals they want to bet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll let you have them and then show them at the end. So our final Jeopardy question. This year, the Orioles had the fewest number of players reach the 100-game mark in team history, ignoring 2020 COVID season, of course. There were just two, Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday. Who played the third most games? And
How are we answering this?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I just realized that.
Because if we say it one at a time, I feel like we could also write it on our phones.
That's what I was going to say.
Gotta write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to write down.
Could you repeat it? Because I was only thinking about how we were going to write this.
Absolutely. This year, the Orioles had... Oh, that's not showing up in the screen. Interesting. Well, stand by. I made a nice Google slide and everything for you guys. It's crazy. There we go. There is our question. Perfect. That's probably Zach editing the layout on the live feed. So thank you for that. Anyway, Final Jeopardy. This year, the Orioles had the fewest number of players reach the 100-game mark. This is just games played, of course, in team history, ignoring shortened seasons. There were just two. They were Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday, who played the third most games. Zach, anything you want to say while your co-host is thinking a little bit?
No, I just want to acknowledge a couple of comments in here. Vivek says that he would bet all the home runs from Ryan Mountcastle, which would not be enough because I think it was 6 last year. So that wouldn't get you very far. And Paul, you'll be happy to know that one of our commenters knows you from the Baltimore Banner, $1 for 6 months.
Let's go.
Yes.
See,
Don't ask how much you pay after those 6 months.
You don't pay anything. That's the best part.
this is great advertising, though. I'm from
Guys,
the Warehouse Podcast, by the way.
You can get it for free from the library. Paul still gets the money, but if you go to the library,
All the subscriptions, I only make my money based on how many subscriptions come out.
Okay, I think that's a great cutoff. Talking Paul's, income. But okay, so I think, man, I need to make you guys bigger because I had you little and in the corner, and I have to be able to see your answers. So I guess deferring to Who is winning? Connor is winning. So Connor, I think you should go ahead and go first and tell us what you bet and who your answer is.
Should I show it?
Sure.
I bet 1,200, which was the math, I think, correctly, and I said Colton Cowser.
Okay. Unfortunately, Colton Cowser is not correct. I am going to pause. Paul is reacting very dramatically. I'm going to hold the correct answer. Paul, I guess we can go to you next since we know the result, and we'll get you out of this misery.
I did pick Colton Cowser for 400. This is backwards.
So Banner 400, Locked On 1,200.
I think I'm still ahead of Paul.
You are still ahead of Paul.
Yeah, you are, Connor.
OTV needs
Paul.
to lose. Yeah, OTV needs to lose 400 points to tie Connor. And I do actually have a tiebreaker question. So, yeah, Bob.
Bet 900. That
Okay.
it says oop, but I did not pick Colton Cowser. Who is Ryan Mountcastle?
No. So 900 brings you down to 1,000. I will say no.
Adley Rutschman?
This is why this was the ridiculous challenging question, because the answer
Dylan Carlson?
Ryan O'Hearn.
Wow.
That's
It's
nuts.
That's
crazy.
stupid.
Right. It's obscene. I know it's nuts. And this is why it was the final Jeopardy question.
I thought there was no way anyone who got traded at the deadline. I mean, I knew
Right,
everybody
no.
was injured.
Right. Yeah.
How many did O'Hearn play? How many games?
The final tally was Ryan O'Hearn at 94 games. And we had two more players that hit 90, which I do believe, if I'm remembering correctly, were Westberg and Cowser. But yeah, no, yeah. So
That's fun.
Pirates got a good one.
Pirates got a good one. I hope they treat him very well. I will give the final scores here. Our hosts, Orioles on the Verge, come in with 1,000 points. Mr. Paul has also tied them at 1,000 points, and Connor did well enough to maintain his lead with 1,500 points. He is locked on, folks. I mean, he is locked on all the time. He does not. He might have told you he uses an off season or something like that. There's no off season. He just all the
When
time.
you all weren't watching Greg Allen, I was, and that's why I won this Jeopardy.
What
Yeah,
a
we'll say-
coincidence. You watched a game he was in the day before. Hey, at
Okay,
least nobody
actually,
embarrassed themselves.
great comment from Mr. Garrett in the chat. He actually says tiebreaker for third place.
All
And I
right.
think
Zach,
it's only
yeah.
correct that we do that.
All right.
Heck yeah.
All right, tiebreaker as needed. I don't know why I didn't think of this. I literally created a tiebreaker. Anyway, the Orioles had 4 position players pitch this year, each throwing 1 inning. Only one of these 4 did not allow a home run. Those pitchers were Gary Sanchez, Jorge Mateo, Alex Jackson, and Emmanuel Rivera. And I guess Paul and Zach this time. I'm glad Zach gets to get in on the final Jeopardy action. That's great. Yeah. So feel free to, bet again. I should have
do it.
probably
Answer
done
the
this
question.
before I
I
asked
just
the
answered the
question,
question.
right?
This index card's been sitting on my desk for 5 years. It's finally getting used.
I'm assuming the way this question is worded is that among the guys who only threw 1 inning, because Shohei Ohtani 2.0, Luis Vasquez threw a lot more than 1 inning and definitely did not give up a home run.
Did I miss Luis Vasquez? I fully believe that I did miss it.
He
I'm
threw
gonna
like
pull up
6
Fangraphs
scoreless
on this.
innings this year, Luis Vasquez.
Garrett says this is my question. So hey, he's claiming the
Yeah. Garrett, I wasn't going to call you out like that, but I do appreciate
he knew it. but-
honesty.
I mean, if you're wording it as of the guys who threw 1
Okay,
inning,
yes. Of these 4 guys, only 1.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate your correction, but I'm
yeah.
going
I just had to give some love for my guy Luis Vasquez,
Yeah.
who threw 4 1/3 scoreless innings this year.
Well, that's why we gave him a major league deal.
You're just showing off, Connor.
I watched Luis Vasquez pitch, so you didn't have to. Locked On Orioles tagline.
I was waiting for the Sean Durbin or Elvin Rodriguez question, but
Yeah. So I thought about Elvin Rodriguez because he actually had our highest rated fastball by Stuff Plus, and I thought that would have been such a mean question.
Yeah, it would have been mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
so
week, we come back and fill out the 2025 Orioles Sporkle.
Yeah, right.
No
to
need.
give Luis Vasquez his flowers, Luis Vasquez threw 4 1/3, and yes, did not allow a run. His expected ERA was a 6.37, so
it's not even that bad for the Orioles.
Outperformed the advanced metrics, needless to say. But
better than Kyle Gibson.
Yeah, outperformed Kyle Gibson.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, Connor, thank you for the clarification. Of these 4 guys, Zach and Paul, are you guys ready to rock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Zach, why don't you go first?
I've got Emmanuel Rivera for 300 points.
Okay. Paul?
I've got Gary Sanchez for 200.
Man, it was Alex Jackson.
Ooh.
Action Jackson. Yes, another reason he was worth the $1 million. Could have been, just a nice bullpen addition for us. Yeah, I guess Paul just bid himself out of, second place there. So...
Yeah.
Okay, well, the final standings for this edition of Orioles 2025 Year in Review Jeopardy are Mr. Connor Newcombe with 1,500 points. Then we go to our co-hosts at On the Verge, Bob and Zach, end up with 800, and Mr. Paul from the Baltimore Banner comes in third place with 700. I am thrilled to have been your host this evening. I don't know. Do you guys, probably Bob and Zach, do you guys have anything else that you want to just banter on, chat about? Should we predict the Orioles' next great move? I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's. I know we're all going to have that breaking emergency podcast sometime in the next few weeks. How about let's predict what it'll be as we give our plugs and where everyone that's listening or watching can find us. And let's start with Connor.
Yeah, I'd like to first plug that Luis Vasquez only gave up a 7% barrel rate as a pitcher this year, which, if you compare that to most Orioles, I mean, let's think about a two-way situation there. Locked On Orioles, you can find it wherever you get podcasts. You can find it on YouTube. We're 3 days a week at the moment, but once spring training starts in mid-February, we're back to 5 days a week. We also have the Everydayer Club now, so if you want to pay a little money and not have to listen to ads, you can do that as well. Prediction for the big move. I will say that Ranger Suarez is an Oriole on a 4-year, $124 million deal by Friday evening.
Paul.
I was also going to go with Ranger. So I'll switch it. I'm going to go with Framber Valdez signs with the Baltimore Orioles on a 4-year deal. Sounds, right about the right range for that. I'd say 4 years, 4 years, 115 for Framber Valdez. You can follow the Banner Baseball Show anywhere that you get your podcasts, and subscribe to the Baltimore Banner, $1 for 6 months.
All right. This is Orioles on the Verge. You can subscribe, rate, and review us on podcasts or YouTube. We're trying to break that 1,000 subscriber barrier. I will watch The Wire for the first time if we do that. So, Connor, if you want to, I know you're a Wire fan. If you want to get in on that and help us push us over that edge, that'd be awesome. But also tomorrow night we'll be back live again to break down the international signing period and everything the Orioles are expected to do 12 hours before it's official. But also on Patreon, I'm trying to remember our plugs. This is Zach's job. I'll just let him do it. I think that the Orioles will trade for the pitcher, and I'm going to say it's going to be someone who comes out of the blue, just like Shane Baz, just like every trade the Orioles have ever made. I'm going to say Joe Ryan and Byron Buxton come over from the Twins in exchange for a lot of players, including Kobe Mayo and I don't have specifics, but let's just say Joe Ryan and Byron Buxton come to the Orioles in a trade that blindsides us all.
I'll go ahead and predict Framber Valdez on a 5-year, $130 million deal with an opt-out after year 2. And Bob, look at your calendars now because we need to figure out the least convenient time for you, Nick, and I to record that emergency podcast, which I assume will be 11:30 tomorrow night or 11 o'clock on Thursday night, because that's when the news will break and we won't be able to get on the air right away.
Yes, that is absolutely the most likely case.
All right, I guess I'll finish it up. I do have a pod, Mr. Timothy Park. Thank you for asking. I'm a member of the Warehouse Podcast. We are also a member of the Believe Network, if you look in the bottom right corner of your screen. So we are a kind of sister, brother pod to the On the Verge guys here, also covering the Orioles. I don't know. We like to talk baseball. I think that my bold prediction here, I asked the question, then I didn't think of an answer. I think I think I'm also going to go with Joe Ryan. I do not think Byron Buxton's coming with us, but I think Kobe Mayo and Cade Povich are both part of the return. I think the Twins are going to say, man, we kind of screwed up in that Yennier Cano trade. No, was Povich part of that? Yeah. Okay, I'm not tripping. And they're going to take him back and get some nice cost-controlled pitching and keep filling out that rotation.
Could send them Povich, Cano, Juan Nunez, and Juan Rojas.
Perfect. Cool. You want me to take us out?
Yeah, take us out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Again, this was an absolute treat. Really fun hanging out with you. This has been Orioles on the Verge, the 2025 Year in Review Jeopardy session. And we'll talk to you soon. Go O's.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.